name's Hayley Quinn and welcome back to my Q&A series where I'm taking questions every single week from my YouTube subscribers. If you've got a question and you want me to answer it, I am here for you. My only requirement is you message me about it on Twitter at Hayley Quinn or on Instagram at HayleyQuinnX. Please give me a like, a follow or a comment so that I know that the question is coming from you. Also, I'd really appreciate if you keep it bite-sized because I've had some novels submitted to me recently and I really want to help you, so I need to get to that information quickly. So this question comes from my Twitter. He says, after a month of trying to push her away, I asked her to search for a boyfriend and she began to ask me who she could choose, like ask me for my permission. Anyway, eventually she found someone. The boy she chose is 16 and she is 21. That was the first thing that shocked me. And he is the little brother of one of my friends. Anyway, the question ends with saying, now the key thing is, now she has a boyfriend, I'm in a situation where I can't move. I don't want to fuck this guy. He doesn't have anything to do with this mess I created, ha ha. But the thing is now I don't know what to do. So is this one of these classic human psychology questions where when she was into you, you didn't want her, and now that she isn't available to you, you want her again? To be honest, with the reality of this situation, let's leave her and her new boyfriend, regardless of the age gap between them, out of this situation, because this mess is actually one I think, and I think you're going to agree with me on this one, and I mean this in the nicest possible way, it's one that you've orchestrated. And I know this because I've done this myself in the past. I've just literally created massive romantic messes for myself that didn't need to exist. And I reckon if you dig down, the truth of the situation is her being that close to you and you actually having an opportunity to build something together was scary. So you pushed her away, and now that she's out of your reach and she's not scary anymore because you don't have that closeness and she's with someone else, now you're like, oh wow, hang on, did I miss out on something? Now the trick isn't to go and try and win her back or to try and convince her to let go of her new boyfriend, even if he's a bit younger than her. Like, as long as everybody's legal and everyone's being honest, who cares? The key here is to recognize that you screwed yourself over in this situation. And the reason that you probably did that, and the reason that many people do that, is because intimacy or getting close to someone felt scary and not that comfortable to you. In this scenario, the best thing you can do is spend some time by yourself, being single, get your head together. Then you've got to learn the next time you meet somebody who you have that level of connection with or you think you might like, you know what, give it a shot and explore it. Go slow and see if you can find yourself being more comfortable with her. And don't do things like, and if a girl is asking to be pushed away or if she's asking you to help her choose her new boyfriend, all of this is all new levels of messed up anyway. It's not healthy. So the best thing for everybody involved is everyone spend some time by themselves, take a time out, have a refresher on the situation, and then you might actually find later on you're going to be able to work through some of those things and find a better person for you to build better relationships in the future. I'd like you to talk about older men who prefer younger women, and secondly, the effect of baldness on attraction. Is baldness a major turn-off? Okay, I'm just going to call this out right now. There's a lot of physical appearance involved with what you're talking about, and I get that that's what is important to lots of people, but really, this is not the right basis to form love and relationships over. It seems that you're concerned that she's younger and physically attractive, and you're also worried then, because you're judging her so much on what she looks like, you're worried about her judgment of you. Here's the thing when it comes to something like balding. People have personal preferences. Usually though, if they meet someone they have a great connection with who they feel understands with them, they're able to let go of a lot of stuff that might be preferential to them. You know what she might desire, or her dream guy might have long flowing locks, and you might be aware that that's not you. If you actually connect with her and get on well, that won't be a huge issue, which is why it makes all the more sense to try and find people in the world, not just because she's the right age or she's young and pretty, but because you actually understand one another. And sometimes that means, though not always, there's plenty of age gap relationships that work completely well, but a lot of the time that can be because there's this experience gap in your life, you might not be able to relate to one another so well. So it doesn't matter what your physical age on paper is. The important thing is, apart from everything's consensual and legal, is that you connect and you understand one another. If you do that, then the amount of hairs on your head isn't going to make any difference. But if you want people to treat you as an individual and spend that time getting to know you and investing in you, you have to do the same towards them. So once you're past the initial point of physical attraction, after that, and even if she's the most beautiful woman in the world, if you don't get on, don't try and impress her. Instead, focus on making connections with women who understand you and who you could talk to all day long. Anyway, my name's Hayley Quinn, and as usual, I've been giving you dating and love advice. It might not be the advice that you want, but it is the truth. I speak the truth. So if you want to give me some of your questions, you can find me on Instagram at HayleyQuinnX or on Twitter at Hayley Quinn. I'm doing these every single week, and it's because I actually really like to help out and hear from my subscribers and you guys that listen to my videos every week, because I truly appreciate it. So if you have a question, tweet it at me or leave me a comment on Instagram, even if you want to send me a private message, just so I know that it's in there. I'll be back again next week answering some more of your questions.